Collaborative law is a relatively new process, which is kind of amazing to those of us who've been litigating in the courtroom, especially in the family law realm. Collaborative law is a way for couples, divorcing couples, to stay out of the courtroom and to sit down in a very safe and structured environment and work through all of the issues. We have to retrain the lawyers completely to get out of that adversarial mode and that directive mode, saying this is how things should be and this is what I know, and by gosh, do it because that's what you hired me for, and into the facilitation mode, which says you're going to direct this process. We're going to give you the structure and the resources to do it. So first, you've really got to have a trained lawyer, and it takes time to get out of that, to put on that different hat. It's a very unique thing for us to facilitate communication, to do active listening, where we are sitting across from the opposing counsel and saying, I understand that what you're saying is, and even in this case, sometimes the attorney gets to sit across from the opposing client and say, tell me more about that, which we couldn't do in another setting. Then we bring in neutral professionals to help us. And by that we mean trained mental health professional to serve as a communication facilitator throughout the entire process. That communication facilitator starts out with the couple by sitting down with each of them, finding out what their communication style is, finding out where they are emotionally in the process, because it's very likely that they'll be in two different places. They report to the lawyers and say, here's what we need to be looking for, here's what I'm going to be looking for. When we start the meetings, and the process is a series of meetings rather than a series of hearings, that communication facilitator is going to be monitoring the emotion in the room, is going to be letting the attorneys know, hey, I'm thinking we might need a break, because attorneys are pretty bad at sometimes at figuring that out. We are paid to and trained to go from point A to point B, and sometimes this process we leave out the client and the client's emotional needs. The other neutral we often bring in is a financial neutral. So you've got this team, and the financial neutral is going to put the assets and liabilities together in an understandable manner, and also work with both clients on what's your budget going to look like after divorce. Once we've got the team assembled, it's generally each party has a trained lawyer. They both have a neutral communication facilitator, and the other part of the team is a neutral financial professional. Once the team is assembled, we move into the first meeting.